All right, I got a shirt on, everyone. So today was a decent day for us at Meineke Cinnaminson, and for Veterans Day, I know a lot of shops out there do some specials. Sorry for all the wiggle waggle. We do have a follower that has a Jeep out there, and we did work with him today, and appreciate you watching and subscribing and giving us opportunity to work on your beautiful old school Jeep. I will make it quiet. I will make the exhaust perfect for you. No worries there. If you're listening, thank you. We had another guy come in today who was a friend of Caleb's with an older Toyota, a little under 200,000 miles. And I saw him pick up his car, and he was wearing a dealership shirt. So I think he's a dealership tech, and I don't know if he's a line tech or a lube tech or tire tech or whatever tech. But by the work that I seen on the car that he had, I question what he's doing at Kerbeck. So Caleb kind of was in between what was wrong with the car and his buddy, I guess you can call him. And I had to look at the job and see what was going on. I seen a lot of hokey work, not only to the exhaust system, but to other systems too. Brake lines leaking, brake lines ran where moving parts were rubbing against them. An exhaust rig that I've never seen before. So, we didn't replace the whole system for him. We estimated fixing the obvious problems with it and a potential future problem. And then Caleb said, well, it's just his work car. I said, well, so you're saying that he relies on this thing to get back and forth to work every day. And I said, I don't accept that from a customer when they say, oh, it's just my beater, oh, it's just my work car. It's a car that you rely on to start and move and get you where you're going so you can get paid. So when people start using those analogies, and one of the YouTubers just said something about the car, I said, just needs a weld. They say those words to try and shy you away from educating them what's wrong with their car. It's not selling. If their car is falling apart, they're needed repairs. There's really nothing for you to sell. You selling somebody is selling somebody something they don't necessarily need, right? You go buy a new car and they sell you wheel locks and interior treatments and mud guards, and that's all the shit you really don't need. That's where it becomes a sale. We're reporters, reporting conditions, not only your original request on why you're there, your original concerns, but other issues that are in our way. So if they point here and say, this spot is the only problem that I want fixed in my exhaust system, but the whole other area of that spot and after it and before it are completely trashed, why would I even want to touch that, right? So they say, oh, I just want that fixed. And we had another scenario recently with an FJ Cruiser that the guy's pointing at the back of his car where his tailpipe fell off, while the rest of the system was in complete crap. And to say about the car that said just need to weld, Rachel came out into the shop. I said, yeah, it just needs a weld. I grabbed the exhaust pipe where that flange was, and I wiggled it in my hands, and it fell right off the car. I said, it just needs a weld, right? I said, this is why we don't touch people's exhaust systems. They come in and say, I just want one area fixed, when another area is ready to fall apart as soon as we touch it. And they're only concerned with the 5-cent repair in their mind that they think it is, even though it's not anymore. And then the rest of it that's falling apart is hundreds of dollars, if not $1,000 or more. If it falls apart, well, it wasn't doing that until you touched it. It was falling apart before we touched it. And we know the signs of that. So I think some people use those terms, like you were saying, to don't try and upsell me. No, we're just reporting the obvious conditions, that what you did to your exhaust systems was horrible, and the rest of the work you did underneath your car was horrible. And the shirt that you're wearing, I question what you do over there at the dealership. But when I say it's just my work car, right? I have just my work car. I drive my Monte Carlo work car to work, and it's from 1986. My car was older than this guy's Toyota, mind you. I drove home today my 97 F-150. That's just my work car. That starts, runs, stops, and everything works. It looks bad, but it is just my work car, and I rely on it to get from work to home every day, just like all my vehicles. So when someone uses that terminology, oh, it's just my work car, it's just my beater car, I don't care. You're here. I have to do my job. You're asking me to do a job, and I have to educate you and tell you that this is what your car needs. And if you don't like what I have to say, go fishing down the street. I mean, there's plenty of scabs out here to work on your car, that's for sure. If you like your car bubblegum back together, and I show plenty of videos of those guys out there, or maybe even it's the vehicle owner or his mobile mechanics or whoever. But When I say that, it makes my blood boil because I hear it. It's just my beater. Oh, it's just my work car. It's just my woods car. So you're saying you're relying on this thing to start, run, stop, and get you wherever you got to go, right? That says value and importance to me. So why would you want to cheap out? That's it. Thanks for watching.